all, congratulations. I
Thank
mean,
you.
whatever the journey was, I'm sure it was a very beautiful, challenging journey at the same time. My first question to you is: did you expected your elimination, or you thought that maybe you can do it? Anything?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for being here, you guys. Wow, what a remarkable crowd. Um, um well, expect and not expect. I didn't have this in mind at all, to be honest. Um, uh, I honestly didn't think I'm going to be able to make it this far. Seventh week, that was an achievement to me. So I think the fact that I made it this far, I won a trophy. The moment I entered the house, it was home to me. So whether I am still in the house or not, I'm still in India. And if India is my home, that means Big Boss is my home. So it started there, but it will never end because I'm here to stay. I'm not here to go anywhere.
So who do you think should eliminate instead of you?
No, I don't have an answer for that because if I left, that means I got maybe the least votes, and I'm not supposed to stay anymore because people see it differently than we see it inside. Even if we were asked to choose someone to be eliminated, still the people see it differently because you guys see everything. The only thing we see is give them everything in me, just to them feel better if they're sad, to boost their energy, to make them feel more confident. Not because I like to touch someone's ass, not because I like to feel. I'm 38. I traveled the world. I've seen everything. I've done everything. I have lived my life to the fullest. I don't need a house with millions of cameras watching me to flirt with someone or to touch someone physically if I hug them. I don't have any intentions when I hug someone. But you guys only see when I hug the girls. You don't see when I hug Avinash, when I hug Elvish, when I hug Abhishek, when I give him this brotherly support. But listen, man, don't be fucking sad. Doesn't matter. Whatever you did, it's okay. Man up. You don't see that. You only see if I hug the girl and I kissed her head. You only see a pure kiss between me and Akanksha, and you make a story out of it. It was pure. It was beautiful. If you take that 30 seconds, if you take that 30 seconds and you put it in a movie, I promise you, this movie will make a hit because that kiss was beautiful. I wish I can live that kiss, that moment again. I owe Akanksha a huge apology for saying she's a bad kisser. Actually, I am the bad kisser. She's not a bad kisser. She's a wonderful kisser, and to an extent where she blew me off the ground. I swear to God, when I watched that video when I was out of the house, and I had the opportunity to look over my phone and see the videos on YouTube and social media, I was blown away. And I realized I went back in time to that moment, and I realized after they counted till 20, it was like supposed to be 20 seconds. 20 seconds, I wasn't even in the house. I was somewhere else. I wasn't in the house. For 20 seconds, I was blown away. The last 10 seconds, I didn't know where I was. I felt like I was somewhere else, and then I woke up, and what happened? In my mind, I was kissing someone, but she wasn't there. That's because of how amazing the kiss was. I went to Avinash and told him she's a bad kisser. No, I am the bad kisser. My apologies go to you, Akanksha. I love you so much for that moment. That was remarkable. Thank you for making it so memorable. Thank you.
Yeah, you
We have seen this thing that and you just confessed you like India also. But why do you want to change Indian habits? Because inside the house, I have seen that, and we have seen that you change Manisha habit about eating food with hands, and you also said this thing to Ashika also, and one comment also that look dog is eating. So why this kind of things? Yeah, we have
I
seen
said
this.
that. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I
So
am
why
so
you
sorry.
just wanted to change Indian habits?
No, I did not. Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
I am so sorry.
And also somewhere or the other, you also changed because the once when Salman scolded you, after that he saw your another personality totally. Like, did you change yourself? Like,
Can I answer this
Yeah.
question first? Okay. Okay. So where I come from, I, I normally eat with cutleries. Okay. It's not that I wanted to change that, but because I see Manisha like doing a lot of things at the same time and putting oil on her hair, and then cooking, and then fixing stuff with her hands, and then suddenly she takes the plate, and I noticed that. I paid really good attention. If you see that, if you paid attention really good, you would see where I'm coming from asking her to eat with cutleries. If you see that, but you did not see that, so I'm gonna comment on that. So I watched her, I observed her really good to allow myself to say that to her and try to teach her. Listen, elegantly. I'm not trying to change your culture or your habits, but elegantly, it would look nice on you. Cute lady like you, looking nice and cute and sweet. It's nice if you try to eat in cutlery. Okay, so I observed her. I saw what she was doing until the point where she took her plate and she sat on the table and she started eating with her hands. You imagine the amount of germs on her hands that she didn't wash her hands actually, and she started eating, doing everything that she was doing, taking the plate, sitting and eating with her hands. I just walk and I stand there in a very nice and cute and genuine way, not like I was trying to force my opinion on her. And every time it was genuine, every time it was funny. And suddenly when she sees me, she start eating with her mouth closed, and she start like but it
Ashika,
wasn't.
Ashika was there, and you just commented with Gia that because she was eating with her hand, and you just commented that dog eating. And,
I am really sorry if that came out of me. I'm really sorry. I don't. I swear to my daughter's life, and I don't remember I said that. I hope that somebody can show me that video. If you guys have it, that would be good. I would be more than grateful to see it. If I said that, I am really, really, really sorry. It wasn't meant to come out of me like this. I never say anything about anybody like that at all. No matter where they come from, no matter who they are, no matter if they're poor or rich, educated or not. I come from that background. I come from a place where I was in a phase in my life where I had to eat from the garbage. Yeah, so if that makes me a dog, then I'm a dog. And what's wrong with being a dog? Dog doesn't have souls. They have a soul, right? We see them here on the street. Nobody does any. In fact, they feed them. So if that makes me a dog because I eat from the garbage, then I'm happy to be a dog. To be called a dog, I don't mind. But just I I feel genuinely sorry that if I said that. I'm
Jack,
sorry, sweetheart. Forgive
one
me.
statement we have frequent from the people in the house have two faces. So, and it has been most of the time for Manisha, because you felt betrayed at some point of the time in the game. So, what's your take on the entire thing? Like, why do you felt so
same
from
goes
Manisha's
with
side?
GS.
Yes. So if you guys noticed, if you observed well, you would see that I stopped saying that 2 weeks ago about the two faces. Why? Because it took me that long to understand the game. I was stupid that I didn't understand the game earlier. If I understood the game earlier, I would have played differently and I would have had two faces, one for the game and one for the show. One for the tasks and the challenges, and one when I'm sitting with my group, with my friends, with them, with every one of them. I would have had two faces too. But because I just had one face, and I was able to spot people like, what the hell? How is she Babu and loving and all over me the whole time, flirting with me, and suddenly in the task, she's against me? How is Abhishek so connected to me and so supportive to me and so a great listener, and I call him a brother, and I push him through, and I always motivate him to work out, and I always push him to challenge himself. How is he against me out of the sudden in the task? So this is why I was saying two faces. But I didn't mean that they are two faces as in bad as they are bad people. Just that I realized late the two face is normal, obviously, and I should have had that two face thing. I should have had it since the beginning. So I could have maybe played better, and I could have maybe still in the house till now. And it's too late. But
Final two questions now.
Do you
Okay,
also
so they're talking about
that
wrapping.
communication barrier in between the game? Most of the things were not conveyed properly to you as it was shown in the game.
yeah, the translation sometime because at some point I felt it's too heavy. Like if somebody's asking me the whole time, "What's that? What's it? What did you say? What did they say?" It's annoying, and I felt like I was even annoyed from my own self, having to ask for translation the whole time. At some point, I felt like, you know what, just try to understand as much as you can, Jad. Try to pick up words and connect the words to the body language. It was a lot for me to understand, and it's a huge task. Aside of the tasks that I had to go through, and and not to hurt anybody, even if I was nominating someone, I was trying to make it sound like an advice more than I was going straight and trying to break them down. Because in many tasks, in many nominating, in many tasks where we had to nominate someone, I was looking at people nominating each other, and the way the way the reasons they portray the reason, it was so aggressive. It was so aggressive that the person comes back feeling drained and so disappointed in themselves. So I'm like, no, that's if I have to nominate you, I don't have to have a negative reason to nominate you. I can nominate you, but I'll highlight the recent thing. That's it. I don't go back to where, before you were born, pick up stuff from your grandma and carry it in a luggage and bring it with me to the nomination. I don't have to do that. I don't have to hurt you to nominate you. So it was a lot for me to observe because when I got to the point where I was nominating people, I felt like, no, I should not be negative about this. I should just tell them, give them an advice of how to flip the switch and change maybe the way they react or maybe the way they judge each other. So that's how I looked at it.
Just
Okay,
Final
so they're
question,
talking
Jia.
about
This is the
wrapping
final
up.
question.
about
No more
They're
questions.